Hi Janet, I'm Ted Mackel. I'm the author of HomeBuysBlog.com. It's a East Ventura County real estate blog. I'm also an agent with Keller Williams in Simi Valley, not too far from you in Camarillo. And this is a great question, but there's a lot of issues going on here, so I decided, hey, let's put this up on YouTube because it'd be way too much to write. The first thing I wanted to go over is that in order to earn a commission in the state of California, you have to be licensed by the Department of Real Estate as a broker or a salesperson working under a broker. And so this is something that we just can't get around. This is a state requirement. Next thing is that listings in the MLS offer a commission over to the buy side or to the agent representing the buyer. You have to be an MLS participant subscriber to make a claim at that commission, and in order to be an MLS participant subscriber, you have to be licensed by the state of California. The reason is because those transacting in real estate need to be licensed by the state of California. So this all boils down to state regulations that buyers can't just go in and start claiming commissions being unrepresented. So there's your loophole. The point is that if you have an agent representing you as a buyer, that agent representing you can rebate back parts of their commission to you. There's no saying that they can't give you back all of it, 3/4 of it, half of it, whatever you guys decide to negotiate. There's some companies on the internet that have exactly how they work with you and what they'll rebate back and how many houses they'll show you and what the incidental fees are that they charge. But you have to have someone licensed working for you to collect that commission. So that'll be up to you to go out and do that investigation. What I will say is that because these houses, 90% of them are on the multiple listing service, this is a good reason to find an agent to work with. And if you can find one that rebates back, great. If you can't find one that'll rebate back, that's okay too, because your interests are going to be protected. It just depends on how you want to handle this. I would advise you to try and find an agent to work with you other than the listing agent, and that dual agency is when the listing agent is representing both the buyer and the seller, and this is a very tricky type of real estate to practice. Not everyone with a real estate license is qualified to do this. You can go onto my YouTube channel. I just posted up a pretty lengthy discussion on that. And so that's tricky because you might get an agent that doesn't know how to be Switzerland in a transaction, and they'll tell too much to the buyer or they'll tell too much to the seller and not be representing both sides equally. So because the MLS has already agreed to pay a buyer's agent out of that listing commission, this is why you can go get one and help you wade through the transaction. So if you like to write your own contract, you can write it all day long. You're not going to be entitled to part of the commission. The interesting part that you really need to think about is that the listing broker who takes this commission, they're not going to give this commission away. They're going to want to earn as much of it for themselves. If they can find their own buyer, they'll do that. If another agent comes in, then they're going to share that commission. What you have to understand in the real estate business, we're a commission-only business. There's no draws. There's no payroll. We don't get paid unless we sell something. So that means if I don't sell a house for a few weeks, my family's not eating, just like any other broker. So they have absolutely no incentive to give away parts of their commission, because for a lot of agents, sometimes they don't know when the next closing is going to come and they're going to have income into their bank account and food on their family's table. And that's just kind of the nature of a sales-only commission type business. So the big advice I give everyone, interview and do research on agents. Any agent you're interested in working in, Google their name. What you're looking for on those Google results is their participation in the industry, maybe listings they have, things they've written about real estate. That way you can get a good virtual resume before even making a phone call. Once you narrow down your search for some agents, you can get out there and ask to talk to some of the people they've helped to get an idea of what they've done. That's always a big help. But just don't pick anyone, because if you look at that other video I put up on YouTube, the bar is very low to get in this business. and there's not a lot of qualification to be in here, and not everyone is as skilled as the next person. It's a big reason why only 20% of all the agents do 90% of the business out there. It's a very difficult business, and so you need to be very diligent and wise in who you pick to help you out. I hope this helps you. I know it's not fun because you want to try and save as much money as possible, but there's just some things that are part of buying a house, and if you can make it work to the best of your ability, then you'll be in great shape. And don't worry too much about it, because it's better that you make a good purchase that you're not regretting down the road. Thanks for asking a great question, and hope to talk to you again soon.